Foreign tourists. I'm seeing foreign tourists all over the place here in Cebu City, the Philippines. Lots of Westerners here, Koreans. From what I've read, there are a lot less Chinese coming here, substantially less Chinese. That is Taft Eastgate condominium, one of they are not occupied yet. Should be getting close, I think, but I think that's one of three or four towers that they plan on going up. Looking back this way is Cebu Business Park. That's where the Ayala Mall is. Lots of corporate buildings, a number of condominiums in that area. Some older condominiums, which generally have larger spaces. About 10 years ago, they started downsizing condominiums, trying to fit more people in the same space with such a demand. Delivery guy here, probably from Lazada or Shopee or one of those companies, and that's how you get your deliveries. Some guys, if the bigger packages, they give to guys with vans or cars. Anyway, this street is real busy, and I'm walking from Cebu Business Park, where Ayala Mall is, walking towards SM Mall, which is where I will get my final reward, and you'll see that at the end of the video. But yeah, it's about noon, and not quite noon, because at noon there will be a lot more people here. So the first group of people are here. Lots of little food stands and such, and you walk through here earlier in the day or late mid-afternoon. You wonder, how do these places stay open? There's little or no customers. Well, they all come at lunchtime, maybe breakfast time, lunchtime, and dinner time. Seen more of these little scooters around. Lots of different brands of scooters. That's kind of a different brand. Is that Italian? I'm not sure. Anyway, another food, big pots of food there. You go in and get your Filipino type foods. I generally don't eat at food stands. My stomach is a little more sensitive than perhaps many people. I've got a friend, he eats quite a bit of street food, and occasionally he gets sick. Occasionally he does, but I would much more often. Just for your information, in the bigger cities like Cebu and Manila area, your larger malls have more your Western food choices, your Korean, your Asian food choices, Italian, that type of thing. Once you get out of the bigger cities, your choices decrease rapidly. And one of the reasons that I prefer the larger city. Just for your information, in my opinion, the Ayala Mall in Cebu City, there's a couple Ayala malls. One is in IT Park, and big mall, but not as big as the big Ayala Mall in Cebu Business Park. But the Ayala Mall, the main one, probably has more Western choices as far as food. In fact, they've got a TGI Friday. They've got a couple other new Western restaurants in there. Missionaries of Charity, home for the dying destitutes. Hopefully you don't end up there one day. Plan your budget and live your budget, control your budget. And also, Ayala Mall seems to be a little more open to adult beverages. There are several places where you can get an adult beverage there. Where SM Mall, I've only found Shakey's Pizza and a place down in the food court.
It's a convention center, so it's a hotel. Maybe they got probably have some meeting rooms in there. Restaurante Trinidad, Filipino flavors, I think. Alashan, Bello, Pharmacy and Mini Mart.
This Taft Eastgate condominium, kind of look up here. You've got several levels, I think, that are going to be retail, restaurants, a number of different things up there. Will be interesting when they finally. I don't think they are occupying any of the units yet. And number of retail places open down here. They had a hamburger shop up here that apparently is closed.
Harvey's Burger and Milk Tea. Looks like they've been closed for some time. Maybe they never opened, I'm not sure. Closure of business operations. Please be informed, effective November 24th, 2023, business operation Harvey's will be closed due discontinuation of term. Maybe they wanted to raise the lease too far.
It is really a nice location, and I suppose they wanted top rent for a space like this. You're right across the street from Landers Superstore over there. It's like a Costco, similar to Costco. We've got Landers Superstore, and we've got S&R, both membership, and both of them handle some of Kirkland Costco brands as well as other. There's a lot of Koreans and Japanese and Chinese here, so you'll see a lot of those kind of brands in these stores as well. Some of that, a lot of that stuff, I don't even know what it is. And membership in these stores run right around 700, 800 pesos per year. So $14 to $16, something like that. They occasionally run specials where it's maybe half off, something like that. Really quite inexpensive. I find that I go to S&R mostly because they have more of the products that I'm looking for. Got another friend, he likes Landers better, a couple friends. But I find I can save, what I save more than pays for the membership versus going to Metro or Robinson's or SM, Gaisano type grocery stores. Some of their stuff is expensive, but some of it is, like I said, I save enough on some of the stuff that I buy. Everybody's going to be a little different there. And there again, let's see, Landers and S&R both have kind of a restaurant in there. This is S&R pizza place. You can get pizza, hamburgers, hot dogs, maybe spaghetti, chicken. They offer a little bit of that stuff, and they've expanded their menu a little bit. Same thing over at Landers, and just a bunch of cats out here apparently waiting for people to come out of S&R and toss them a few tidbits of food, possibly. And next to S&R, you've got a coffee shop, one of the better coffee shops in town, in my opinion. And it makes some of the best black coffee, in my opinion, anyway. This is Cabahog Street. If you take a left here and head up that way, it takes you up by IT Park and Gaisano Country Mall. Go down this way, it takes us to SM. I took a right at that corner, and I'm going to walk obstacle course. If there's a sidewalk, there are obstacles, so you end up walking in the street sometimes. And look at the holes, and they'll cut off a metal pole. And these lines here you see on the side, they are water lines, and I am just amazed as I walk that more of these are not leaking. Occasionally you'll see one leaking, and apparently, and occasionally they run them under, like here, they run them under this driveway. Obviously, if you run over that, that's going to damage them. I have made 3 trips to the Philippines, and in about 8.5 years now, I've lived in 6 different condominiums. I've done a lot of condominium. So there's a metal thing sticking up. Several. easy to stub your toe and go head first. You don't know what's down some of these alleys unless you go down these alleys, and I have no problem walking down the different streets. Feel very safe here in the Philippines. More obstacles. But I'm comfortable here. I adapted quickly. I adapted well to the weather. You'll find many parts of the world much hotter, more humid than it is here, even though we're close to the equator. Southeast USA.
This way will take you to SM Mall, Cebu.
Many people will say, yeah, it's hotter in Florida and Georgia and Alabama, a lot of times of the year. There are some challenges here, but where aren't there challenges? We get the occasional. 2 years ago, we had a big super typhoon come through this area. Generally, they miss this area. It's been like 10 years before that one hit, and usually the Cebu Island, the western Visayas, the central part, are spared the major typhoon forces. The eastern islands take a lot of the strength out of those typhoons. This year's been very quiet. I think we've had 11 named storms come into the Philippine area of responsibility. Big rectangular box, basically, that surrounds the Philippines. And more on average is like 20. So, pretty quiet year weather-wise. There again, Taft Eastgate, one of, I think, 3 or 4 towers they plan on putting up. Now, we are in the high season, January, February, part of March, I think, when it's cold in the northern hemisphere. A lot of people take the vacation time, come to places like Thailand and the Philippines. Philippines is one of the easiest places to visit with a visa on arrival. They just stamp your passport, and you got 30 days free. And then you can extend that if you want. I've done other videos about that.
Vicky's Homemade Goodies.
Yeah, bakery there.
And what,
Lots of bakeries. They eat lots of rice and lots of bread here. And you wonder why diabetes and obesity is going up very quickly here. We've got Sinulog Festival, huge Sinulog Festival, coming in the second and third week of January. Lots of events.
Room $388 per person. New Era.
Some kind of hotel or something down there. Backpackers Hotel, $388 and up. And a lot of people come to town, and yet not nearly as many as prior to 2020, before the government mandated crisis where they shut down international travel. And there's my reward. By the time I got here, I was hungry, I was thirsty, and last time, me and a friend from New Zealand, Bob, we were gonna have a couple beers here, and they didn't have any. We had to go down to the food court to find one. Like I say, it's hard to get an adult beverage here at SM Mall in Cebu City. But anyway, I ordered a pizza, and I took a video. I took a video just of shoppers, and I'm just going to put that up probably without any narration here in the near future. This was just before Christmas, I think, if I remember right. And a couple hours later, it was getting pretty packed in here. A lot of shoppers in here. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.